Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I really want to set the theme for this video, but you might be hearing the waves crashing in the background. The footage that you just saw, there's absolutely no way that I can give you my 8 best sea salty fragrances for 2023 in front of that body of water. So I tried, I just couldn't. Now with fragrance number 1, and this is not in any particular order, this one unfortunately gets a lot of hate in our community. I don't know why. Is it kind of generic? Yes it is, but it's really not so bad. And that's going to be MONTBLANC Explorer Ultra Blue. This came out in the last, I don't know, 2-3 years, and a lot of people just dislike it because it's, yes, it is generic, but in my opinion, I think people just dislike it because it doesn't smell like anything like the original Explorer. Explorer smells a lot like Creed Aventus. I'd say it's the best designer dupe when it comes to Aventus, but this is really not that bad. There's definitely the marine notes. There's bergamot, there's pink pepper, there's ambergris, patchouli, but also woods. It's just a sea salty marine scent with some citruses, some woods towards the base, and a nice like pink pepper to kind of like spice it up a little bit. It's casual, it's great. I find it'll definitely add a pep to your step. It's just everyday casual in my opinion, but you could wear this to school, you could also wear it to work, but if you are a MONTBLANC fanboy and you haven't smelled this one yet, and Explorer is your work scent during the work week, this is your weekend fragrance. Longevity is going to be about 5 to 6 hours. Scent number 2, you have to have this one in this type of video, right? That's going to be D&G Light Blue Eau Intense. This is just the epitome of a sea salty scent. So loads of sea notes, there's citruses, there's musk, there's woods, there's some juniper, there's going to be some marine notes, some amberwood, and definitely a lot of that grapefruit. But for me, what it pretty much is, it's just a sea salty marine scent with loads of musk, some salty nuances, along with that citruses. This is going to probably be the most mainstream one, well, except for maybe another one, when it comes to this type of list. This is super popular within our community when it comes to summertime. A lot of people wear this in the summertime, and for very good reasons. This is just a feel-good scent that is casual. Longevity is going to be about 5 to 7 hours at the most. Fragrance number 3, if you love Creed Milestone Imperial without the price tag, then you're going to love ARMAF's Club de Nuit Milestone. This is by far the best dupe, knockoff, clone, whatever, to Milestone Imperial. Just so fantastic. Like, yes, it's not as well blended, like the ingredients are going to be cheaper and more synthetic, but for what you're spending, like 30 to 40 bucks, I think I spent 50 at MaximumDeals.com, but that's okay with me because for me it was worth it. But there is that sea notes. There's going to be red fruits or like exotic fruits to add that fruity nuance. There's definitely some citruses, some musk, some woods, some ambroxan, but also some violet. The ambroxan does amplify the freshness. You are definitely going to get the sea salty notes, just like how Milestone Imperial does. The violet does add a bit of a powdery nuance, and like the red fruits do add that fruity nuance, just like how Milestone has exotic fruits. Whatever the fruits are, it's in it. It's just fresh, it's aromatic, it's marine, it's sea salty, very airy. Like by far the best dupe, bang for your buck when it comes to Creed Milestone Imperial. This one here, in longevity, lasts longer than Creed Milestone Imperial. This is about 8 to 9 hours. Fragrance number 4 is going to be Perry Ellis AQUA. Now this is the epitome of a cheapie. You can get this for under 20 bucks, depending on where you get it from. But this is just lime, lavender, sea notes, musk, coriander, woods, and so on. What it pretty much is, lime, which pops, it shines. It's very sharp in the opening though, pretty synthetic. A lot of aquatics, or like a lot of sea salty aquatics, you are gonna get that lavender to freshen it up. There is a little bit of coriander to spice it up just a little bit, and then the base is gonna be that typical musky woodiness to it. This for me is very much like when you're exiting the ocean and you're just gonna let the sun dry out. You know how you have that sea salty, like that sea salt on you and that musk afterwards? That's what this one here is. Very casual, longevity, about 5 hours. Fragrance number 5, I don't have a bottle, but I do have a travel spray, an official travel spray, and that's going to be Armani Aqua Profondo. Now this and these two, like these two together are like the most mainstream fragrances in this video. Like everybody has them when it comes to this type of list. But rosemary, lavender, loads of citruses, sea notes, of course, with musk and patchouli. So very blue, aquatic, sea salty, fresh, citrusy, with loads of lavender to really amplify that freshness, with maybe a little bit of rosemary. Very blue. This is one that you are definitely gonna have to look into because it's just so easy to wear. It's mass appealing. It's smooth. Like when it comes to like all of these fragrances here, this one here is probably like the best high quality ingredients. And you are gonna spend a little bit more money as well because it's also Armani. Armani, you're paying for not only the quality, but you're definitely paying for the name. This is perfect, just everyday casual. You could wear it just like this. You could wear it to school, and it's also a great work set. Longevity is gonna be about 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 6 is gonna be Bulgari Aqua pour Marine. Now this is just, you know, unfortunately this entire lineup has been discontinued, but you can still get this and the original online still for a pretty reasonable price. This one's, I would say, is more affordable, but this is definitely fresh. It's aquatic, it's sea salty, it's green. So the greenery does come from that seaweed, and it's actually quite nice. There is cedar, there's citruses, of course, and there's definitely no lavender for a change, but it's fresh, aromatic, sea salty. Boy, the sun is really coming down now. It's darkening me out a bit, eh? But it's also just very relaxing. So this is pretty much like the epitome of like a vacation in a bottle. You could wear it to school, you could wear it to work. Longevity is gonna be about 6 hours. Gotta put the hat back on because I shaved my head and I burn easily in the summertime. Now, fragrance number 7. This one is definitely not for me, but this is one that you're gonna have to look into because you just might love it. For me, it's just a little bit too salty on my skin. Like I'm generally like a very salty individual. You know, as you get older and you're just like the more time you spend in this community, like you become, you know what? Let's get burned. You become a little bit more burned, a little bit more jaded and salty. But that's going to be Isimiaki L'Odyssée Super Major. So I more than likely mispronounced that because it's just a long ass name. But this fragrance does have different notes than like your typical sea salty scent because it has leather and smoke. I don't get any of those notes. I do get the citruses, I do get the sea notes, I do definitely, most certainly get the sea salt with some woods towards the base. So, you know what? Stuff falls, it's just the pollen. So the birds are in the trees right now. There's a lot of birds here. Hopefully I don't get shit on, so. But yeah, no, this one just does not work on my skin, but it's one that you really have to try it. Like, for me, this is a hate or love scent. I'd say more people love it than hate, but for me, it's way too salty. So if you do like extra sea salty scents, this is one that you really might like. And longevity is solid as well. It's like 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 8 is gonna be Davidoff Cool Water Ocean Extreme. Now, this used to be very cheap. This was like $25 to $30. It's still here and there, but I've seen it recently for like 60 bucks. So, but this does have the typical cool water DNA. So it's got like the mint, it's got the lavender, the citruses, it does have musk, aquatics, but it's just a little bit more sea salty. And what adds that sea salty nuance is gonna be the seaweed. It's actually really nice. You know, I personally really do like it. I find it's underrated, but it's not worth 60 bucks. If you can get this for like $30 or $35 tops Canadian, just pull the plug. This is a little bit more green. It definitely has the citruses, and it definitely does have that cool water DNA, just more salty and just a little bit more marine. I think it's great. Casually, you could wear it to school, you could wear it to work, you know, just every day. Like, so just like this one here, if you wear Explorer during the work week, this is gonna be your weekend fragrance. If you wear cool water during the work week, this is your weekend scent. Longevity is gonna be about 5 to 6 hours. I kind of lied, I believe. I think I gave you guys 8. We're actually gonna give you 9, all right? Because I ended up forgetting this one, and it's not even in my notes, but I do remember the note breakdown. DUNHILL Desire Blue Ocean. This is citruses, patchouli, and sea notes. On Profumo, it's got a little bit more going on. I believe it has like mints and apple. I don't get none of that. I just get loads of citruses, sea notes or aquatics, and I do get like a woody, earthy base. That's pretty much like the backbone. Man, that's the cool water. Man, it smells so good. But this one here, like, it does come with a cap. I was just an idiot by trying to be smooth and it broke off. But this is just like a feel-good casual scent. And this does remind me of sunny San Diego, because I did review this one with Coach Rob like 4 years ago when I was actually visiting him. But it's just a very laid-back, relaxing scent. You know, if you want something that's chill, that's casual, that's just gonna make you feel good, and will add that pep to your step. Like, all of these will add that pep to your step. They all will. You can't go wrong with any one of these, except for maybe this one here. For me, it's just the citruses in this, for a Dunhill fragrance, a cheapie, is done exceptionally well. Like, it doesn't smell cheap in my opinion. Like, and this is Dunhill. Dunhill is super cheap in my opinion, right? Like, I love the brand. Their best citrus scent is gonna be like the Amalfi Citrus, which is their luxury line. But you can't go wrong with this one here. And if it wasn't for that patchouli or that woodiness in the base, this wouldn't last 2 hours. Longevity is not the best though. It ranges anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. And guys, that is it. That is 9, not 8 sea salty scents for 2023. So I'm gonna finish this video now. Any reviews that I've done on these, they will all be down in the description box below. And because this is a summer list, why don't you check out right here for other videos. And if you like this very list, leave me one of these. I thank my time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.